to a loss for opposing teams, but the Patriots have been, in essence, a 500 team.
Defense-led team, and that's what's kept them in most games. Their key, can they get more?
Philadelphia, they made sure to lock up their signal caller in the offseason, Jalen Hurts, and probably a wise idea after he finished as a runner-up to
the foreseeable future. And think of the strides he's made since he entered the league. Everyone knew he could move it around with his legs, but boy, has he become accurate throwing the football.
So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that. He's also one of the league's most dangerous players. Thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. They go play action with Hurts. There's a nice move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called a
touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. And leading them out in the 3rd year of a young career out of Alabama, it's Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there were many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
2nd and 10. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Rolling to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd.
There he goes, right side. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So now make that a second sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Swift going to try up the middle. Gets around him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. Nice movement. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Stevenson. Down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 78 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Jones. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And